Hi! Today I'm going to explain to you viewers why Breaking Dawn should not be made into a movie. And I'm going to explain this to you by telling you the plot of Breaking Dawn. Breaking Dawn is a very long book, actually. That's why they're splitting the film into 2 movies. It's the 4th book in the Twilight trilogy. At the point of this book starting, Bella is a human, Edward Cullen is a vampire. For some reason, Edward really loves this girl who has no personality, probably because he wants to eat her. All Bella wants to do is jump Edward's bones. Edward, however, is like, whoa, I've waited 100 years to have sex, okay? I'm a virgin. Let's take this slowly. Meaning he wants to be all traditional, probably because Stephenie Meyer is Mormon, and marry her first. So we get Breaking Dawn, a 755-page novel, which is long and very, very weird and wrong. So Edward and Bella get married, and it's a very boring ceremony, but you know, obviously they're in love and whatever, and Edward's going to surprise her with this amazing honeymoon. Edward and Bella fly down to Rio de Janeiro, and they hop on a boat, and they go out into the ocean. Edward's gonna kill her finally, right? He's gonna suck out all her blood, drop her in the water, pretend nothing happened. Or at least that's what he should have done. Instead, he takes her to a private island that he's bought, called the Isle Esme, after his mother. And basically, Edward and Bella finally do it. Edward and Bella basically have sex a lot, because Bella is a freak about it, and she just loves it. And she's human, so Edward basically has to, like, not do it so hard, I guess, because he'll probably kill her, which, you know, not a bad way to go. Feathers from the feather pillows are everywhere. The bed is broken in like 7 places. There's bruises all over Bella's body. It's basically an abusive relationship. I'm just gonna say it. Bella really is like hungry after sex, right? She wants some eggs, and then the next day she wants some eggs, and then she's really craving eggs here. Bella wants her eggs, right? And Edward's like, you're freaking me out here. You're like really into eggs right now. And Bella's like, I think I have a craving for eggs, and holy crap, Bella's pregnant. Keep in mind this is a teen novel, so Edward's freaking out. He basically calls his dad, his vampire dad, and he's like, hey, Bella's pregnant. I don't think this should have happened because I'm a vampire. I don't know if I could reproduce. Edward's like, let's kill this baby, okay? It's gonna kill you. It's like a vampire human. It's wrong. You're probably gonna die. And Bella's like, hell no! My baby! I got you now, Edward! You can't leave me now, can ya? I ain't saying she a gold digger. But yeah, basically. Get back to Forks, and Bella is having a crazy-ass pregnancy, right? This baby is growing, like, super fast. At one point, I believe it gets, like, 6 feet. She's got a 6-foot belly. It's pretty big. And it's growing quite rapidly. I think it's like a 3-month pregnancy. I don't know, I haven't read the book in, like, 2 years. Basically, it sucks a lot. So, Edward decides that he's gonna try and kill the baby, or whatever. So he's like hanging out next to Bella, and he's like, did you say something? And she's like, no, you're a freak. And Edward's like, I heard something. And bam! Edward, who can hear people's thoughts, can hear the baby's thoughts. Edward automatically for the baby. And Jacob, let's not forget the werewolf with the abs, is kind of like, hey, this baby sucks because it's gonna kill this chick I really like. And Bella goes into labor, snap, and she throws up blood everywhere. I believe Stephenie Meyer describes it on page 347 as a fountain of blood coming out of her mouth, which I do hope they don't edit down. They could probably make this an R-rated movie, if not NC-17. The chapter of Bella's birth is called There Are No Words for This, which is weird because then she writes a chapter about There Are No Words for This. Let me read you some of this book part here. What's happening, Edward? He's suffocating! The placenta must have detached! Get him out now! He can't breathe! Do it now! While Jacob is giving Bella CPR because she's like dying, Edward decides that he's gonna just take the baby out with his mouth. Yeah. He basically breaks the placenta with his mouth and then pulls the baby out of her stomach. You know, the more I think I'm going to retitle this Everyone Should Go See Breaking Dawn, because now that I'm going back, and even though the plot's terrible and this is the most disgusting thing I've ever read, this should have come out during Halloween. This could have been a really good gore movie. I can't wait to see how they make this into a film. I lied. We're changing the title right now. Baby isn't a boy, it's a girl. Basically, it's disgusting. Bella's dying, basically, so Edward turns her into a vampire. And Jacob, the werewolf, you know, the one that finds true love by imprinting on a human and loving them forever, he wants to kill the baby, and he's going to. He looks at it, he's like, screw this baby, it's gonna die. And then the baby and him lock eyes, right? This 17, almost 18-year-old boy, right? Locks eyes with the baby, true love. Jacob wants to do this baby, okay? He's gonna marry her, he's gonna care for her, he's gonna do her. Baby human vampire werewolf thing, okay? It makes sense, right? Of course it does. It's Breaking Dawn. Everyone's happy, right? Oh crap, we forgot about the Volturi. Dakota Fanning and those white pale people with red eyes. Right, remember Bella was supposed to turn into a vampire and they're all pissed that she didn't. Now she is a vampire and now they're mad because now there's a baby human vampire and they think it's a freak and they just want to destroy it. This huge, like, excitement and intenseness for leading up to this certain battle. You know, everyone has powers. Edward can read one, Alice can see the future. Bella's new power is creating a force field, which is sucky and like so Star Wars. Way to steal that. There's supposed to be a big battle, right? They're lined up. It's so like, you know, 1700s battle, okay? Alice shows up, who's been gone most of the book, and she's like, hang on, I found someone who also has a vampire human baby, and it's not an abomination like you may think it is, Volturi. Alice finds this boy or something, I can't remember, who is also a half vampire human. Renesmee, remember, had a very short pregnancy, like 3 months, I think. So she's growing rapidly, and by the point where they're gonna battle, she's like 2 years old because she grows really quickly, and Edward's like, holy shit, she's gonna be dead in 3 years at this rate. Turns out, for some reason, half vampire, half human people just stop. They grow really rapidly, and then they just stop growing when they're 17. That's so weird. That's the same age Edward and Bella basically are. Wow. And then they just live forever like a normal vampire. So, totally makes sense. The Volturi are like, hey, let's not fight. We'll go. Sorry about all that build-up that led to nothing. Jacob, the werewolf that wants to do the baby, who will soon be 17, so it won't be creepy anymore. Isn't that convenient? God, Stephanie Meyer, you really think of everything, don't you? Stephanie Meyer's really left us with a literary gem, so, I'm thinking book awards, I'm thinking an Oscar for this movie. See you guys later.